Good morning, everybody. This is JD again. This time I'm going to give you. I did one on global warming and the real contributor to it, Mother Earth, and a lack of volcanic activity, which no one seems to even consider. And then I'm going to talk to you about a little bit about politics, the political nightmare that we're in, or the depression we're in. Business as usual. Truth of the matter is, what is it that is causing worldwide depression? Several things put together. But let's really talk about it. What is it that is causing this worldwide depression? Why are companies folding? Because people are not spending, are not buying. The human race has stopped consuming. But why did the human race do that? Why did people stop spending? Now we have to think about that. Because they're in a fear of losing their jobs if they haven't already lost their jobs. Unless they work for the government, you do not have a secure job. People have stopped spending. People have no confidence in their work environment. And those who have lost the job are now living on an income from the state. Some of those people have worked for years, like me. Since I was 14 years old, I've worked. I don't know what to do with myself. I'm doing a lot of things around the house. I might even get into doing some charitable things. Try to get into something. I thought about going into politics. But right now, I need some guidance from somebody who's more professional to get this thing going. But the truth is, we are in a major depression, and the only thing that will stop it is to give jobs and get people working. It can be done one of two ways. And if you watch the news and you look at the world and you keep track of what's going on, the sides are already being drawn up. What side's going to be the good guys? What side's going to be the bad guys? I don't know. I do hope that when it happens, we are on the side of the right. Usually during history we have been. But we do make mistakes, and we've done a lot of them lately. Our government is a party system, which is neglecting the people till now the people are so outraged, and yet it's going to get worse. Our president has to look at something that not one party, not one president did, but many, to destroy our economy. Now, I'll be honest with you, I feel that any company that accepts a bailout, our president has the right to tell them, if you're going to use our taxpayers' money, then this is the maximum you can pay anybody, period, until you pay it back. Because you owe us that money. We own a major. Also, I think that every CEO who gets a bonus by any company that's free on the market, that all stockholders should decide the amount of the bonus they get. But that ain't what this video is about. This video is about why we are where we are. We are where we are because of the idiots and jerks that ran around in the late 60s are running the show and caring only for themselves. The people who are running the shows now only care for themselves. Our government is having some major problems because the people who are running the show is messing everything up. They can be bought. Their principles deal with money. Their principle deals with materials. Their principle deals with nothing of value. Because value is within the person. Our government needs to have people whom money is nothing. But you out there are the most valuable commodity this country has. Each and every American citizen in this country is the most valuable commodity our nation has. And that should be the only priority of our government. Nothing else. Not this party stands for this, not that party stands for this. And Obama's beginning to find out how bad the party system really is. He's having a tough time, but he's trying. He hasn't been corrupted by the party system. How he snuck through, I don't know. He may end up being one of the greatest presidents we ever had. He may only get a 4-year term. Or he may have a split term. 4 years now and 4 years later. That's a very strong possibility. But right now, our government needs to realize that we are in a depression, not a recession, and that the American people are the most valuable commodity we have. And we need to put the American people to work. At a fair salary, fair wage. And then we go from there. We're going to get the people back to work. It's going to be one of two ways. It's either going to be we, the American people, develop our industrial and our natural resources to its fullest. So manufacturing in this country becomes a priority. And using our natural resources, a priority. Because if we don't, what's to follow is much, much worse. What to follow if we don't do it ourselves? The economy of the world will do it. And we don't want that. We could show the world how to do it. We're in a depression. But what we have for a depression will be minor to what Europe will see for a depression. But it's a depression. It's not a recession no more. And when our government starts looking at their people as their commodity, their most important commodity, and protect the people, then and only then can we turn this around. The American dollar bill value is in the American people. We don't care what the rest of the world thinks of the dollar bill. We don't. We only care what the dollar bill will get us when we go to the store to buy our food, when we go to buy our clothing, when we go to pay for our housing. That's the American people. That's the dollar, and that's what it's made for. The rest of the world, they have their own. And when Congress realizes that the American people are the strength, the power, and the commodity that this country has, then and only then, and they realize that we must put every American to work, and we must develop all our natural resources, and we must become the manufacturing producer of the whole world, then and only then will we stop this. But if we don't, what will follow will be much, much worse. I don't even think they'll call it World War III. Whatever they'll call it, it's going to be much, much worse. Thank you. This is JD. Have a nice day.